What if I told you the technology powering your smartphone, the internet, and even artificial intelligence didn't start in Silicon Valley, but thousands of years ago? Prepare to have your mind blown as we uncover the secret history of the world's oldest algorithm, a concept so foundational, it still shapes every bite of our digital lives today. Wait a second. Look around you. The device you're watching this on, the network it's connected to, the very code that makes this video stream seamlessly, it all runs on algorithms. We think of them as modern inventions, the brainchildren of tech giants and coding prodigies. But the ghost in this machine is far older than you can imagine. Its story begins not with silicon chips, but with ancient clay tablets and cryptic symbols written by a mind that lived over 2,000 years ago. We're talking about the unsung hero of the digital world, Euclid's algorithm. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Euclid, isn't that the guy from high school geometry class? Yes, but his most influential legacy isn't about triangles and circles. It's a simple, elegant procedure for solving a fundamental problem of procedure so perfect, so efficient that it has survived millennia, completely unchanged. Without it, the secure online transactions you make, the GPS that guides you, and even the existence of the internet as we know it would be impossible. This isn't just a dusty concept from a textbook. It's the living, breathing DNA of our modern world. So, how does this ancient piece of logic work? Let's crack the code of Euclid's genius. The algorithm is designed to find the greatest common divisor, or GCD, of two numbers. That sounds complicated, but the idea is simple. Imagine you have two wooden planks, one 10 feet long and the other 6 feet long. You want to cut them both into smaller, identical pieces, but you want those pieces to be as long as possible, with no wood left over. What's the longest possible length you can cut? That's the GCD. You could try guessing maybe 1 foot pieces. That works, but can we do better? How about 3 foot pieces? That doesn't work for the 10-foot plank. Euclid's method gives us a foolproof way to find the answer without any guesswork. Here is how it works. You take the smaller number 6 and see how many times it fits into the larger 110. It fits in on say, with a remainder of 4. Now, here's the magic. You discard the original large number 10 and repeat the process with the smaller number 6 and the remainder 4. How many times does 4 fit into 6? Once, with a remainder of 2. We do it again. Discard the 6, and now we work with 4 and 2. How many times does to fit into 4? Exactly twice, with a remainder of 0. The moment you hit a remainder of 0, you stop. The last non-zero remainder you've found in our case, 2 is your answer. The greatest common divisor of 10 and 6 is 2. The longest pieces you can cut are 2 feet long. What's so revolutionary about this? It's not just about the math, it's the process. Euclid created a finite, step-by-step set of instructions that is guaranteed to solve a specific problem. That, my friends, is the very definition of an algorithm. It's a recipe. It's a logical machine that takes an input, follows a set of rules, and produces a predictable output. This wasn't just a calculation. It was the birth of algorithmic thinking, a way to formalize problem-solving itself. It's an abstract concept that can be applied to countless other problems, far beyond dividing planks of wood. For centuries, Euclid's algorithm was primarily a tool for mathematicians. It journeyed from ancient Greece through the great libraries of the Islamic Golden Age, where scholars like Al-Kindi expanded on its principles. It was rediscovered during the European Renaissance, influencing the minds that laid the groundwork for the scientific revolution. But for most of history, it remained a beautiful, but niche, piece of mathematical theory. It was a powerful engine waiting for a vehicle. Then, in the 20th century, that vehicle arrived. The computer. Suddenly, this ancient concept exploded in relevance. Computers are, at their core, incredibly fast, but fundamentally dumb machines. They need explicit, step-by-step instructions to do anything. They need algorithms. And Euclid's method was a perfect fit. It was simply unbelievably efficient and guaranteed to work every time. It became one of the foundational building blocks in the new language of the digital age. You might be surprised where this 2,300-year-old idea pops up today. Its most critical modern application is in cryptography, the science of secure communication. When you buy something online or log into your bank account, your device uses something called RSA encryption to protect your data. A key part of generating the massive prime numbers that make this encryption so hard to crack relies directly on Euclid's algorithm. Without it, secure e-commerce would be practically impossible. But it doesn't stop there. In computer graphics, it's used to calculate lines and patterns. In music theory, it can be used to generate complex, pleasing rhythms, known as Euclidean rhythms, found in music all over the world. It's even used in designing gear ratios in mechanical engineering. From stone tablets to silicon chips, this one elegant idea has proven to be one of the most versatile and enduring tools ever invented by the human mind. This journey reveals a profound truth about progress. It's recursive. Innovation doesn't always happen in a vacuum. It often builds upon, refines, and rediscovers ancient patterns of thought. Euclid himself likely built upon the work of even earlier mathematicians. This is the echo chamber of innovation. New algorithms are constantly being created, but they often followed the same fundamental principles of logic and efficiency pioneered thousands of years ago. This algorithmic thinking has now expanded far beyond the screen. It influences logistics, helping companies figure out the most efficient routes to deliver packages. It's used in medical research to analyze massive data sets and identify patterns and diseases. Even social dynamics can be modeled using algorithmic principles to understand how ideas spread and trends emerge. We are constantly searching for efficient, repeatable solutions to complex problems. We are all, in a sense, thinking like Euclid. So ere we are, in a world run by algorithms. They recommend our movies, curate our news, and even influence who we meet. This power is a double-edged sword. As we delegate more decisions to these logical systems, critical questions about AI ethics, data privacy, and algorithmic bias become more urgent than ever. Are our algorithms fair? Are they transparent? Who is responsible when they go wrong? Understanding the ancient roots of algorithms gives us a much-needed perspective. It reminds us that these are not magical black boxers. They are tools, created by humans, based on principles of logic that are as old as civilization itself. Be saying, the ghost in the machine. By recognizing the timeless, human-made logic at its core, we are better equipped to understand its power, harness its potential for good, and navigate the challenges it presents. The future is now, but it's built on a foundation laid millennia ago. The next time your phone does something amazing, take a moment to appreciate the ancient genius that still echoes in its circuits. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey through history. If you found this as fascinating as I do, please hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into the technology that shapes our world. Let me know in the comments what other secret histories you'd like to see uncovered. Until next time, stay curious.